coming to a sunrise. So what my eyes, that moment I visualize is coming. If you can see me now, see I'm gonna break through the life I knew. Been waiting, a dream come true. Still aiming. If you could see me now, if you could see me now.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I warned you a couple weeks ago that we were going to do another Vanguard video. I am joined again by my buddy Brett. If you guys have seen the last couple videos, he's been hanging around with us. We got a lot to talk about for Overdress, so we're going to try and knock it out as fast as we can. Basically, we got a whole lot of new cards and all the mechanics for the rest of the nations. We wanted to give you guys our thoughts on them real quick. I'm going to knock out this. We got one Dark States card that came out in between the last couple weeks, and I'm going to knock
Spice.
Huh?
It's spice, bro. Spice.
I'm going to knock out Killer Sanctuary, and then I'm going to pass it over to Brett to talk about Stoichio and Brandt Gate. So, real quick, we got a grade 1 8K called Acrobat Presenter. If it boosts Diablo's Violence Bruce, you can soul charge 1, and if you are in Final Rush, you can soul charge another one.
Where was this kind of stuff for like Dark and Regular? Like, where was that?
I mean, I got nothing, bro. That's a banging card for set 1.
I know, right? Like, you could legit do Bruce's effect like twice in a row with the right setup. Like, this is good.
All right, so on to Killer Sanctuary real quick, aka Morikawa.deck.
Yeah, like, literally, Morikawa walked so Keter Sanctuary could fly. That's literally what the deck is.
This deck is a high risk, high reward. It gains some pretty ridiculous power and extra attacks, but you have to basically fill your hand with grade 3s.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start with the grade 1 we got, called Knight of Heavenly Sword Fort. Auto, when this unit is rode upon by Knight of Heavenly Spear Rooks, which is the grade 2. Cost, reveal 2 grade 3 cards from your hand. Reveal the top card of your deck. Call it to rear guard if it's a unit. If it isn't a unit, you put it into the drop zone. So if it's an order, it goes to the drop zone, unfortunately. And then, once per turn, while on the rear guard circle, cost, counterblast 1. Choose one of your grade 3 Vanguards, and it gets 5,000 power until end of turn. It's got a solid Vanguard skill. It's got a decent rear guard skill. And it turns bad hands into good hands. Normally, having too many grade 3s in your hand is bad, but it actually makes you want to keep them. So that's pretty funny.
I mean, and not only that, it kind of gives the grade 3 a stim pack. Like a little tiny stim pack.
Like a lot of people are already talking trash about it because of the fact that you have to have grade 3s in hand, but it's like, bro, even if you have 8 grade 3s in hand, you can't misride.
No, you really can't.
Like, the ride deck actually makes this kind of playable.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
Alright, so grade 2, Knight of Heavenly Spear Rooks. When this unit is rode upon by Apex Ruler Bastion, the grade 3, cost, reveal 3 grade 3 cards from your hand, and you get to draw a card. And then continuous rearguard circle. During your turn, if you have 3 or more grade 3 units, this unit gets boost. And plus 5,000 power. So he becomes a 15,000 point booster.
That's pretty good.
So with no other effects, that's already a 28k row with a grade 3 in the front.
Pretty solid.
So, his draw effect is kind of because you have to reveal 3 grade 3s.
Yeah.
But everything about this card is costless.
Yeah, it's free 99.
So, it really just rewards you for playing the game. And if you just happen to go into your grade 3s, you get to do more stuff.
Yeah.
So, the last card we got... Is it the last card?
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, Bastion. Yeah.
I was making sure we didn't get something else on the side. So, the grade 3 is Apex Ruler Bastion. Continuous Vanguard Circle. During your turn, all of your grade units get power plus 2,000. So, they're all sitting at 15 before you do anything else. At the end of the battle that you drove check a grade 3... That your drive check revealed a grade 3... Discard a card from your hand, choose one of your rear guards, stand it, and gets power plus 5,000, plus 10,000, sorry. So, you automatically get an extra attack. And it'll be, if it's a grade 3, it'll be a minimum 25. Not to mention triggers. And again, it just rewards you for playing the game because this card's entirely free. You have to discard a card. My bad.
Yeah, and not only that, if you drive check 2 grade 3s, you would technically be able to stand 2 units, right?
Yes. No, it's once per turn.
Oh, that's sad.
They almost made it broken.
This close almost made it broken.
They're trying to maintain some semblance of balance.
I guess.
Which I feel like they threw out the way with the next nation, but we'll get there in a second. So, Keter Sanctuary's mechanic revolves around its grade 3s. Its grade 3s allow you to increase your power. Its grade 3s allow you to get extra attacks. If they get a solid rearguard grade 3 to go along with Bastion, they'll be something kind of pretty.
Yeah, I actually agree. Like, that's all they really need. I mean, not much was really pretty much confirmed for Keter. It was just, I think, if memory serves me right, it was just those 3 cards.
The only thing I'm worried about for Keter is retire decks.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, we only have 1 card in the game that retires right now.
And you have it.
And Brandt Gate.
Horny police.
Since we found out what they do. But we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Bondage waifu.
That's it for Keter. We're going to jump into Stoichio, and I'm going to pass it over to Brett.
Alright, so I'm going to do the same thing that you did. I'm going to start with the grade 1. So the grade 1 is Sylvan Horned Beast Charis. When this unit is rode upon by Sylvan Horned Beast Laris, which is the grade 2, you may reveal the top card of your deck. If it is a grade 2 unit or less, call it to rearguard. And if it isn't, put it into your soul. Continuous effect. Back row, rearguard circle. During the battle, this unit attacked. This unit gets plus 5,000 power.
What? I didn't even know it did that last. So I thought if it wasn't a grade 2 or less, you lost on the Spirit Call, which you do. But I didn't know you got a soul charge instead. I missed that part completely.
Yeah,
that's a good card. Ooh.
That is pretty good. And the fact that it has a back row ability, that's actually kind of like a little different.
We'll talk about that when you get to the grade 3.
Yeah. So the grade 2, Sylvan Horned Beast Laris. When this unit is rode upon by Sylvan Horned Beast King Magnolia, which is the grade 3, costs Soul Blast 1. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it is a unit card, call it to rearguard, and if it isn't, put it into your hand. So you don't even lose it.
That's
dirty.
That's a good.
Now, back rear guard circle. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, Soul Blast 1 first cost, and this unit gets plus 10,000 power until the end of battle. So it becomes a 20k unit. Just
all right.
Like, so if you misfire on the grade 1 and you ride grade 2, you pretty much set up for the Soul Blast effect. So that's really good. Then the grade 3 Sylvan Horned Beast King Magnolia. Auto Vanguard Circle. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked. Cost Counterblast 1. Choose one of your rear guards, and until the end of turn, that unit can attack from the back row and gets plus 5,000 power. If you Persona row this turn, choose 3 rear guards instead of 1.
Huh. So with the grade 1, that's going to be an 18k attack. So you can use it as a booster and then turn it into an attacker. The grade 2 can become a 25k attacker. And if you Persona ride, you basically can get 6 attacks. Yeah.
Gross. It's pretty much like Neo Nectar had angry sex with Aqua Force.
Jesus.
That's literally what it is. I mean, I'm a fan, but
we did get another grade 2 for Stoichio.
Yep, we did, and it happened to be Sylvan Horned Beast Duger. I believe that's its name. The artwork looks sick. I like that. That's pretty cool. It has a continuous effect. If you have 4 or more rear guards, this unit gains plus 5,000 power.
Free.
Yeah, free. You know, you play the game.
Oh, there's Colossus.
Oh, yep. There's Fist. There's Fist.
He's basically a Gate Chronicle card. That's cool.
Yeah, that is kind of cool. Yeah.
That's the Dark States grade 3.
Yep. So, I mean, do you want to pull it up?
Real quick, when placed on Rearguard Circle, you can Soul Charge 1. Then if you're in Final Rush, you can Counterblast 1 and gain 15 cancel anytime. It's specifically a Rearguard grade 3.
Yep.
Though it does have Persona Ride if you're forced to ride it.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
Alright, now the one everybody's been waiting for.
Ooh, Horny Jail. Love it.
Brandt.
So, Brandt Gate. I think it was like, wasn't it like the last nation to get?
It absolutely was. It was the most hyped up, and it has the most unique mechanic, completely different from anything that's ever been in Vanguard.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, sir.
All right. So the grade Un.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Is Aurora Battle Princess Cayenne Blue or Knight Blue. Auto. When this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, search your deck for up to one prison card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. Now, prison is the new mechanic that Brandt Gate got.
It's the order for Brandt Gate.
Yeah, pretty much. So, Auto, when this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, if one or more of your opponent's cards is imprisoned in your prison, cost Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, and draw 1 card.
That's disgusting.
That's...
Alright, so this is... Brett, tell about the order so we can explain the whole mechanic.
Okay, so... well, it's some angry fucking alien getting like flaps and zapped. Pretty much what this order does is after a set order is played, put it into your order zone. So cost. Rest one of your units to play this card. Auto. When this card is put into the order zone, Soul Charge 3. Again.
I didn't know that.
Regular. Yeah. I missed that Dark Irregular. Where anyway. So continuous order zone. When your opponent can normal call a rear guard, they can perform the following. Either Soul Blast 1, if they do so, they choose one of their imprisoned cards and call it to Rearguard Circle. Or Counterblast 1, if they do so, they choose two of their imprisoned cards and call them to Rearguard Circle.
Alright, so this is the mechanic of Brandt Gate. Their order becomes basically like a continuous order for our Yu-Gi-Oh! Players out there. It's like a field spell or a continuous spell. And their effects allow you to pick your opponent's cards into the prison that you created. And in order, they can get those cards back, but for a cost. Anytime they would be able to normal call a unit. Sorry, normal call a rear guard specifically. So you can't like guard with cards in the prison. You can Soul Blast 1 to get one of them back, or you can Counterblast 1 to get both of them back. It's really interesting because it forces your opponent to burn up resources to try and get the cards they need back.
Big brain plays.
Please move on to the grade 2.
Alright, so the grade 2, I don't have its name. Maybe you have the name.
Hold on.
I do not.
Aurora Battle Princess Risat Pink.
Pink. Ooh. So grade 2. Skill. We got the name. Pink.
Yes.
So, when this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, your opponent chooses a card from the hand and imprisons it in your prison. Put it into your order zone that has a prison.
When this unit is placed on... So, it just locks up a card from the hand? That's funny.
Yeah.
And it's for no cost. And
Nope.
You're going to get it every game because of the ride deck.
Mm-hmm. So, continuous rearguard circle. If one or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, this unit gets plus 2,000 power.
Okay, so plus power for just playing the game. Dope.
Yeah. The grade 2 is pretty much free 99. Pretty good.
Do you need the grade 3's name, sir?
Unfortunately, yes.
Jeez.
She has...
Aurora Battle Princess Seraph Snow.
I mean, her hair... It's pretty white. So, her skills are continuous Vanguard Circle. During your turn, if one or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, this unit gets plus 10,000 power. And if 3 or more cards are imprisoned, this unit gets plus 1 drive. So,
The fact that we're already getting +1 drive is already scary.
Yeah, and then it gets like a nice little oomph.
And what's the
So, the rest of its skill is act Vanguard Rearguard once per turn. Cost Counterblast 1. Choose 2 of your opponent's rearguards and imprison them in your prison. Put them into your order zone that has a prison. So it's not lock,
No,
but
it does allow you to replace the rear guard, so you can still play the game. But you're losing out on cards. First ruling we already found out about it is against Overdress. If you hit a card that's in Overdress, you get both cards, but they become 2 separate rear guards. So like if I wanted to play them, I can't play them together. I'd have to play them separate units.
yeah, I mean that is a thing. They also
so the name of the order. Sorry, I just found it. Galaxy Central Prison Galactus. Galactolus. Sorry. And you can place more than one card in it, so you only need to get one order. So in reality, you can run only one copy of this order, since the grade 1 automatically searches it.
That's dumb. So no matter what, no matter every single game, you're getting your order guaranteed. That's 1. 2, you're automatically pretty much setting them back and when you hit grade 3, because you have the order in your hand. Like,
the reason I like this mechanic is because it forces your opponent to play better. Like you have to think about it, like you're gonna drop the order on your first ride automatically, so that way when you ride the grade 2, you can lock imprison the card from hand. But then your opponent can imprison something they want to call, and on the next turn, Soul Blast one to call it if they don't need the soul. But then they have to worry about what resources they need for later. I like it.
yeah, it's pretty nice.
What other stuff do we got for this?
We got the backup grade 3.
Oh, okay. I'll let you do that first, and then we'll talk about the Q&A.
Okay, so the backup grade 3, his name is Alert Guard Gunner. Auto rearguard circle. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, choose up to 2 of your opponent's rearguards and imprison them in your prison. Put them into your order zone that has a prison.
That's some pretty good on-hit pressure.
Oh, yeah, it is.
And it's free.
And it's free.
Alright, so back to the Q&A for prisons real quick. When you call from the prison, can I perform a Soul Blast twice? So, to call units from the prison, when your opponent has to pay the cost, they don't have to do. They're not limited to once per turn. As long as you can pay the cost, you can keep on calling units out of the prison. So if I have 4 units in the prison, I can kind of blast 2 and get all 4.
Yeah, but you got to think, like you said, in order to get around this, you have to play smart.
You can play multiple copies of the order, though it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
We already talked about the overdress thing. Now, here's a cool thing for again smart players. When you're calling from the prison, it is treated as a superior call, so it does not have to match the grade of your Vanguard. So if I'm at grade 1, and you imprison a card out of my hand, I can imprison the grade 3 and then call the grade 3 out.
So it's like you might be thinking that you're putting your opponent behind, and then your opponent goes, "Yeah."
Like say you guys were in the mirror match, and you try to rush your opponent down. Cool. When you ride grade 2, I'm gonna put that grade 3 into my prison. Soul Blast 1, get the grade 3 out. Now if the grade 3 hits, I get to imprison 2 of your dudes. And then if when you call from the prison, any on-call abilities still get triggered.
Yeah, because technically, they're still being called.
Yes. So we got Overdress for Dragon Empire, Final Rush for Dark States. Whatever you want to call the grade 3 stuff for Keter.
Morikawa special.
Stoichio is just swing away. They don't even they don't really have a specific mechanic. They just get a lot of attacks. and then we've got the prison for Brandt Gate. That's all five nations that are out right now. We're waiting on the fish ladies. They will be out for a while, but as soon as they do, we'll make sure to cover them for you guys. I'm hyped. I think all the changes they made to the game are going to be really, really fun. I am a big fan of more skill-based play, which I feel like Brandt Gate brings to the table. While Stoichio looks easy on paper, it looks like the kind of deck that you can mess up real easy.
Yeah, like you have to pay attention.
I am not a fan of Keter just because I am not lucky.
My opinions on just Keter in general. Like, I think out of the entire like realm of clans, I think there was only two that I cared for, and that was Genesis and OTT. I hated Paladins. Paladins.
Honestly, if we have a friend of ours who was a big good Dayusha player. If he was to play anything, he better off playing Keter because that's like completely his style. All the green just to pump him up. Mm-hmm. If I had to say just on paper what looks the weakest right now, unfortunately, I got to go with Dragon Empire. They are hurting, but we'll see what happens in the future.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, that's it from us. That's our thoughts so far. We're kind of cutting this video a little short because my man's tired over here.
Oh yeah. This guy's on vacation. I don't want to. It's okay. It's okay, everybody, because guess what? He's going back to work, and your boy's on vacation. Psyched.
Hey, guys, if there's anything else you want to talk to us about, let us know in the comments. Give us your thoughts on all the cards that have been released. All those wild mechanics. Like, this is like a whole new game, and I am here for it. I've already put in for my nation split, as it's called now.
Yeah,
and
same here.
I am ready.
Like mom spaghetti.
But so I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning.